Hey y'all, I just wanted to give a quick update. I want to give everybody a 2-year update so they can really see where we started and where we've come from. So May of 2022 is kind of considered the peak among all of us realtors. And I want to show you where we are today versus where we were in May. So you can really just understand where the market is, where it's come from, and hopefully we get a little more indication of what that all means for us as homeowners and home buyers. So wait 1 second here. I'm going to share my screen so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. So here I've got the June 2022 statistics side by side with the June 2024 statistics. I'm going to show you how some things are very different, but some things are really not that different. So starting at the median sales price here first, in June of 2024, we're at 450,000 for the Austin Round Rock MSA. So remember, this is the whole metro area. This is not Austin. This is Austin, Round Rock, all the way down through San Marcos. So we're looking Georgetown down to San Marcos, that whole Austin metro area here. The median sales price in 2024 in June was 450,000 versus 537,745. I'm going to look at May too, because May is kind of considered the peak. So jumping back to May, it was up at 550,000. If you look at that, that's 19% up year over year. So 2022 versus 2021, up 19%. Starts to decline a little bit in June of 2022. Closed sales in May were 3,600, just a little more than 3,600. We're down to 3,400 in June. Closed sales in 2024 in June, it's only down to 2,732. So that's not as much of a downward trend from May to June of 2022. If we were to extrapolate that over a period of months, we're down about 700 sales closed every month in June 2024 versus June 2022. So that's one of the differences. It's not so drastic. Obviously, the price difference is big. From a percentage basis, about the same here. So look in your a little over 20% difference in closed sales. From the peak, you're about 20% too. So everything's kind of declined, about 20%. Look, our total sales dollar volumes. This is the number of homes sold times the price of all those homes is 1.58 in June of 2024. In June of 2022, it was 2.3. In May of 2022, it was almost 2.5 billion with the B. So big difference there in the total dollar volume. Of course, less homes sold for less amount of money. The average days on market is what we're going to talk about here next. We're at about 65 days on the market today, or around today. We're a little over 2 months. Back in May of 2022, we were at 15. In June, we were up to 18 days on the market. So you can see things were climbing in June, but they're pretty normal, honestly, today at 65. This was an abnormal time in May and June of 2022. So again, this was towards the peak of the market, right at the point where interest rates started going up. We were at such low interest rates. We had such low inventory with the amount of buyers we had in the market. Everybody wanted to buy a house. Everybody wanted to invest in a house. People were speculating in real estate too in 2022, not necessarily just investing. So if you look in May of 2022, in June of 2022, we had 5,000 and 6,000 new listings respectively. Here in June of 2024, we're almost 4,400. So less new listings now in June of 2024. But the active listings are up above 13,000. In June, we had 7,000. In May, we only had 4,000 active listings. So again, peak of the market, we had about a third the amount of inventory on the market. And that's given people a lot more choices. And, as more homes come on and less go off, that continues to pile up a little bit. Pending sales in June, real similar to pending sales in June of this year. But look back in May, it was 3,600 pending every month. We're down to about 2,802 here now. But again, Looking back in June of 2022, there's only about 80 less pending. So a lot has changed since June of 2022, but homes are still selling. So if you're looking at June of 2024, we're still having 2,700 homes sold a month more, even. If we look at even June of 2022, we only had 2,800 sold a month. And then a really busy month, May, towards the peak of the market, we were selling about 1,000 more homes a month. 1,000 is a lot, but with where the market was, which was crazy compared to where it was today, it's still a healthier home market now. It's a lot easier for buyers now. We've not seen this amount of inventory since about 2010. So many homes on the market. There's so much to choose from. It's a hard time to get over the hump as a buyer because you're saying, wow, I can't pay these 7% interest rates. But if you can get in the mindset where you realize you're getting one of the best deals you're going to get in a very long time, again, just looking at May 2022 versus June 2024, you're saving about $100,000 on the average home. And that's huge. With there being so much more inventory as a buyer too, you're able to negotiate. You're able to get some of those closing costs. You might be able to get some of an interest rate buy down thrown in there too. You're getting the terms you want. You're getting the price you want. The only thing you're not getting is the interest rate you want. And you can refinance that later. You can get buy downs now. The interest rate, well, I don't like the date, the rate, marry the home. The interest rate is not locked in stone forever. That can be changed and you can manipulate it now. So it's important to remember we've come down a long way, but we're still selling a lot of homes here in Austin. You know, if you're a seller that needs to sell your home, just got to remember it has to be priced right. That's the bottom line. You cannot overprice a home. It will not sell. There's not the demand that there once was, but there's still demand out there. And the homes that are priced right, look great, and in great areas, they're absolutely going to sell. If you're a homeowner, one of the most common questions I'm getting right now is, hey, what are things going to look like next year? I have no idea. I don't think anybody really has any idea. If they tell you you do, they're either lying to you or they're lying to themselves, because there's no way you could know. We had no idea. I'll tell you this as a realtor. In May of 2022, the interest rates were going to go up as quickly as they did. All we knew is what had happened in the past. All I know right now is what's happened in the past too. In the last year, we've been selling homes at 7% interest rates. They have been selling. We've sold a couple of multiple offers, not as many as we did in 2022, but it's still happening. So again, all I know is what's happening now. All I know is right now, prices are a lot lower than they were 2 years ago. They're probably where they were about 3 years ago. So it's a great time to get a great deal on a home. And again, if you do need to sell your home for whatever reason, reach out to me. I'd love to help you get an accurate valuation and understand what that's going to look like right now at today's current market. So it's all about what's happening today. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We could see what happened in the past, but all we know is the correct valuation for today. And I'm always here to help with that. Here to be your real estate resource at any time. Jordan.moorhead@kw.com. Shoot me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able.